I was wondering about this question. All right. How much money would it take for you to cut off your hand? How much money would you need to go ahead and have your hand lopped off?
Who's going to give it to you?
Somebody, some crazy, trillionaire or something. You got some?
Name one trillionaire. Give me one trillionaire in the world, and I'll answer your question.
All right, I'll just have to go down to...
The only one I could think of is Lex Luthor, who would demand that someone cut their hand off. I don't think there is an amount of money to cut your hand off for.
No amount of money?
No, none. Why would you cut your fucking hand off for money?
Well, then you'd have all this money for the rest of your life.
And you know what you would do with a bunch of money? You would be like, what do I have to do to restore my body? All you'd want to do is get that hand back.
Oh, I'm trying to think. I would say probably $50 million. I could have a hand removed.
Really?
Yeah.
What about for you, Earl? You set the bar awful high here, Fez. I need somebody to come down lower.
I would probably go about $5 million.
$5 million, you would cut your fucking hand off.
My right hand, because I almost never use it anyway.
You would be surprised. You would be surprised how much we could put something. We'll put a jar around your hand, your right hand, and we'll so you can't take it off for 24 hours, and you'll see how much you use that hand. It would fucking drive you crazy. Hey, Cliff, you're on Run and Fez.
Hey, guys, a couple things. First thing, new name for the show. It worked out for K-Fed. I think it'd work great for you guys. Let's start calling it R-Fed.
All right, you
Ron
got it.
Fez, Earl, and Dave.
Okay, R-Fed.
Second thing, Dave, you're a faggot, and free Jimmy Norton.
Oh, man. I am so nervous about what's going on with Jimmy. I am a nervous wreck about that.
I'm sure he's probably already out by now, or close to it.
Still, I hear stuff like that, I get really, really antsy.
Don't worry about it. This guy, it's no hill for a high stepper, Fezzy. Some guys, they know their way around. He's going to do just fine. He's probably got the whole place laughing.
I think I would cut my hand off for about $100,000. And
$100,000.
Yeah, because that's all I need to.
Here's the thing: we could raise that. We could raise that and do this as a promotion, a radio promotion, and you cut your hand off.
That's fine. I'll do that because we're only about a year or two away from robot hands. Anyway, like
now this is.
I'm being serious.
No, you're not being serious.
No, I'm being.
Yesterday, Anthony called it retarded innocence, and it is true. But in this case, it's more retarded than innocent.
No,
we're not going to get robot hands in your lifetime. You watched that fucking Star Wars movie too much.
No, but you have cranes that people can.
A crane? You want a fucking hook that moves?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a hand.
But what I'm saying is, with all the technology that we're making a lot of advances in this country.
All right, go and ask any of those people coming back from Iraq that are being fitted with these hook hands if it's worth $100,000 to them. And I guarantee you nobody's happy with it. It's just crazy talk.
Right, but you have to look at where technology is going. Trust me, I'll put my hair on it within I'll say by 2012 we will have functioning robot hands. I'm almost positive of it.
With a robot hand, would I be able to pick up a cowbell and smash into the cross? Would that work? Would a robot hand work? No, I'm going to need this. That's with the whack bag bell, too. I know some of the Ron Fez people don't like it, but I think it's light, it's fast, and it makes a nice sound.
New bruise for the back. Right in my back, right in the side.
You don't turn your back into a pitch.
I was doing
pull back. No, you step back. You don't turn around like that. Then you expose your back.
But that's what Don Baylor did, and he had the record for a while.
Good. Well, you want the record for being hit by cowbells? You're going to have it. I'm trying to teach you how to dodge them.
Don Baylor also had like 3% body fat. He was built like a freight train. He didn't care. He never rubbed.
I started working out again. Push-ups.
Yeah, we've been all talking about how ripped you are. People aren't liking you, and that's the problem with the show right now.
Well, they do. It's just, if you could see my FBA PM box.
All right, so FBA loves you, right?
Yeah, and I think Ron Fez.net's coming around. Yeah,
a podcast.
Oh, I'd love I am on a radio show already.
Yeah, apparently you've now taken It's Ron, Dave, and Fez.
Okay, No, I mean, I'll do a podcast. I'd love to. Once I get my Pal Talk equipment, maybe I'll set up some shows.
Why don't you go down and start working on it now? Run back in the office with a bunch of papers, notebooks, start scribbling stuff down that you can get into. You fucking drive me crazy. Jay, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how's it going there, buddies?
Yeah.
Hey, now do you have to cut your own hand off, or can like a machine do it for you? Because that would make a big difference to me if you had to actually sit there and cut.
All right,
your
let's
own
just say
hand
you
off.
could actually go into an operating room and it would be taken care of properly.
That's what I would need.
I'd have to say 500 million at least. At least
For 500 million, I'm using a fucking chainsaw on you. And I'm tearing it
500
up.
million chainsaw.
Yes.
I don't know. All right, thanks, buddies.
That's way too high. Think about all the bills you can pay. You don't need that much money.
You have $100,000, right?
Yeah, I'm set for life with that kind of dough, I think. If I have $800 rent...
Are you fucking saying things just to annoy?
No, if I have $800 a month rent...
Do you... Yeah. Okay, let's do the math there. So, first of all, to lose your hand, you still want to stay in that fucking basement apartment. You're not even looking to step up in lifestyle.
No, I want to stay there. I'm comfortable there for the meantime.
You're also forgetting that the lovely U.S. government will take, what, 60% of that $100,000?
Then I'm going to up it to $200,000, whatever.
Yeah, I think it should be non-taxable. I don't think that the government has the right to step in.
That seems fair. And you know, if I lost a hand,
You wouldn't lose it. You're giving it away at that point.
Yeah, but still, I don't know if I would go with the hook or the claw replacement. I think I would just kind of stick with the nub. I think when you have the claw, it's like more noticeable than not having any hand at all.
Fuck notice. You're trying to pick shit up. Who cares who notices you? I'd have a fucking dog's paw on there if I thought it was better than having nothing. I'd love to see if we could start operating like that. Put dog parts on people.
It's 125, 800 into 100,000.
What's that?
800 into 100,000, so 800 a month plus 100,000. So I think that would be like 125 months that I could
Live rent-free.
Rent-free, yeah.
In some other man's fucking cellar.
So that's like
in Queens.
So like 10.5 years worth of rent you got without buying anything else with your hand money.
That's fine for me.
I'd rather rob a fucking bank with my two good hands. Oh, jeez, so fucking annoying. Craig, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Ron. I just want to ask Dave, if I give him $500,000, will he cut his head off?
They're going to have robot heads before you know it, Dave.
Nah, it's just not feasible.
Get a robot head.
You know, I'm trying to
My
be
name is Dave. I live in some drunk man's cellar. I had a dog lick my balls.
Robot Dave does not have to confess that. Robot Dave is going to be one of the
My
best.
name is Robot Dave. I still have red antennae.
The metal would rust. You'd still end up orange on top.
I pissed myself till age 16.
Yeah, it's all true, but Robot Dave...
Robot Dave fucks jelly. Robot Dave jacked off in Grand Canyon. Robot Dave adds nothing to show.
How do I turn him off?
Boy, I think Robot Dave is being a little hard on himself, and I think Robot Dave is A-okay.
Dan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I got into an accident and lost just the very tip of my left pinky.
Uh-huh.
Sued the insurance company, got $60,000. So Dave's way undercutting.
First of all, that'd be $300,000 before we even get to the palm.
Yep.
You know, and the palm is more valuable than you think. Now, how'd you lose your finger, Dan?
I was riding on my grandfather's pickup truck with a nylon bowling wire. I was holding it, and it got caught in the tire as he was backing up and ripped it right off.
Oh, Jesus. So they gave you $60K.
Yep.
How fast you go through that?
I've still got some. It's in annuities.
So some people save money. I never understand. That's why I'm laughing at you with your $100,000. You know how quick I go through money.
Yeah, I know, I do too.
You have no idea how much it costs just to be me. It's fucking staggering, the cost just to get up every morning being Ron Bennington. It's like fucking NASA.
I spend a lot of cash myself.
Drunk.
I know.
Sober, you're keeping an eye on it and everything. Drunk, you'd be out there with your fucking one hand, $100,000. Robot Dave wants to buy drinks for house.
I do that way too much. I did that at the Blue Room too. I bought the whole fucking table. It's ridiculous.
It would be less than a month before you're trying to offer up your other hand for another 100,000.
Plus, you tell me that you jack off with both hands.
Yeah, I have a double-handed
System?
technique. Yeah,
that's going to be ruined. Now you're just going to get the top of your cock off.
That's a good point because I can't even spank it now with one hand anymore. Just the conventional method doesn't work.
And it's not like you like you're choking up on a bat. You go each side.
Yeah, I have one hand, down where the thumb is down, and that's on the front of the cock, and then on the bottom of the cock, it's up like as if it's like shaking the cock's hand.
Almost like you're catching a frisbee. Like a fucking frisbee's thrown at you. You're
one's
bringing
upside
it down.
Right, one's right side up.
Robot Dave brought up new way to jack.
It's really the best way. If you buy yourself some Lubriderm. Robot Dave.
What's wrong?
Nah, it's just, I thought Robot Dave was... Oh!
It's time for Robot Reflection.
Razzle Dazzle.
Razzle
It's
Dazzle.
Gossip with Eastside Dave.
A little gossip, a little chat. Happy typing girl, happy typing girl, happy typing girl. Something's wrong with Robot Dave. There's smoke coming out of his head. Happy typing girl, happy typing girl. Stuck. Here's George. George, you're on Run Fast.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Yeah.
I got $35,000 for a broken ankle when I was 16 years old. Well, actually, they didn't pay it until I was 18. I went through it in 6 months.
6 months.
Oh no. Yeah, you know them whorehouses they used to be out in Queens out there.
George, you sound like a guy who doesn't have a coke problem. 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. Here's Nick. Nick, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, buddies. I was wanting to ask Fezzy if he was going to use that stump to fist Team Watley.
Ouch.
Damn, where does that come from?
And it wouldn't be fisting anymore, it'd be wristing. He'd be wristing the other boys.
And then I'd be under a wrist.
Robot Dave loves to be wristed.
Oh, no. I don't think Robot Dave is gay at all. No.
Robot Dave, very gay. Very gay.
Robot Dave's circuits are crossed or something because he's not being accurate.
You drinking tonight, big man?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where are you going?
Chinese. I haven't gone there in 3 weeks. Gone to my Chinese restaurant.
Chinese free wine place?
Free wine, baby. The Cottage, 77th in Amsterdam.
I was down Union Square at that farmer's market last week, and some guy had like his own set up there, so he was giving like free wine tasting just to show what's happening in his vineyard. So people are standing around. All of a sudden, this homeless guy comes up. Yes, I would like to have some of your wine, please, for tasting purposes. So he's doing these shots, right? And he's like, oh shit, I gotta get over. And he's trying to play a character, and he's like, he's just hammering these little shots of wine. That's very good. Could I try the apple before I make any purchases? Maybe I could sell these later at my wine factory that I own. You look down, there's like fucking newspapers around his feet. That's tasty. I'm going to stop back later and try some more of your wines. The guy's like, okay, I'll be here. They know they're going to lose so much wine to homeless people.
Bum Magazine gives the Chardonnay 4 stars.
This is delicious. Does it come in a paper bag? Robot Dave loves wine. Robot Dave loves free wine.
Oh, do I?